Let's discuss the process for the top and accompanying necklace for the Bleeding Heart Ensemble. Starting with the bodice. I adapted the bodice and sleeve patterns from Mood Fabric's Gilead dress using these two tutorials. I laid my pattern pieces out onto this gorgeous thrifted lacy tablecloth, cut up my pieces, sewed in my darts, and played around with some fabric at the hemline. The neckline wasn't quite working, so I did end up chopping it off, which we'll see later on. The next step was attaching the sleeves, which I had to add shoulder pads to because the fabric wasn't able to hold the shape. With that done, I moved on to sew together the corset layer. I attached the two layers together, finished off the raw edges, and proceeded to do a lot of hand sewing, which included sewing 16 pairs of eyelets. Always a good time. Last thing I had to do was to open up the sides of the bodice and corset layer and add zips. That pretty much concludes the construction of the top of the Bleeding Heart Ensemble. Stay tuned for part 2, where I discuss the construction of the anatomical heart necklace, my favorite part thus far.